In the meantime, deal talks for TikTok's U.S. operations have hit a bit of a snag, or maybe an entire roadblock. This is all because of China's crackdown on its tech export rules, which were announced last Friday. A new Wall Street Journal report shows that the issue is that the app's core algorithms and whether they can actually be included as part of a deal. Those algorithms determine which videos are served to users, and the report from the Journal says that potential buyers consider that formula a large part of the value of TikTok, and it's still unclear whether China's government would have to sign off on that part of the sale. Guys, this is another situation where President Trump has been ramping up his talks about how dead set he is on his side of things, and the Chinese government obviously ramping up its side, too. So I think this may be more than just a snag.
This part, and I remember discussing this 2 or 3 weeks ago with David Faber, even aside from the snags that arise from this between the U.S. and Chinese governments, you also have a question why ByteDance would want to take only 20 to 30 billion if all of that IP moves across too, and the buyer, whether it's Microsoft or someone else, can use it to expand into all sorts of other areas. If that's the case, and the true value comes with this machine learning algo and all the rest of it, then 20 to 30 billion doesn't seem like a fair price, even if they're buying 20 to 30% of the geographic reach of TikTok currently, and TikTok is worth 100 billion or so. So it is a kind of tough one, and at the same time, you would see that Microsoft might not be interested if they didn't get that, and that brings you back to a point where maybe ByteDance is better off not selling this, as painful as it would be to see its US business, which is clearly a big part of its business, shut down altogether. They kind of almost want a much higher price to sell everything, or not sell anything at all, if you think of it that way.
Or there's a third option, Wolf, which is that it's invaluable because there's obviously something in the AI that China may be afraid could get out there into U.S. hands, or they don't want simple U.S. companies to have that kind of technology as well. Remember, people may be wondering why we're spending so much time talking about a short video format app. That's not it. TikTok's power is not in the dancing and the cats and the combination of the two. It's in the AI-powered algorithms that enable them to basically say, if you like this, you're going to like that. Though the artificial intelligence appears to have maybe a lot more value than 20 or 30 billion, at least to the Chinese government.